Alright guys, so we got to talk about a licensed therapist out of Pennsylvania who is going viral for making some very controversial statements about so-called minor attracted people, okay? Claiming that they are marginalized and vilified, seemingly implying that it is wrong to do that to people who are attracted to minors. It is wrong to vilify and marginalize those people, okay? And this is a part of a very strange and just downright really creepy movement from woke academia to normalize something that I don't think should be normalized. Or put it this way, it's a slippery slope, okay? Because it's really a semantics game, right? And I'm gonna have a real conversation about this and try to break some things down for you guys. But before I get into that, I just want to say, if you like my channel, you want to support my channel, you can do so by checking out some of my new merch. I have new donkeypox shirts, the disease that is affecting America. Or you can check out my hashtag no days off / hard work patriotic t-shirts at my website, gforemanbcp.com. Get 20% off your entire purchase using discount code gforemanbcp. So without further ado, let's go ahead and play this video of this licensed therapist who seems to be simping, right? Simping hard for minor attracted persons, as she argues that they should not be labeled as pedos. Take a look.
Hi folks, my name is Miranda. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm a licensed professional counselor and sex therapist in Erie, Pennsylvania. And today I want to talk about minor attracted persons. And I want to talk about minor attracted persons because they are probably the most vilified population of folks in our culture. And most folks are making incorrect assumptions about them without actually knowing much about them. And those assumptions create harm for an already marginalized population. You may have noticed that I'm using the term minor attracted persons, sometimes abbreviated to MAPS, instead of the more commonly used term pedophile. And I'm doing this because the term pedophile has moved from being a diagnostic label to being a judgmental, hurtful insult that we hurl at people in order to harm them or slander them. I also prefer person-first language that recognizes that any label we might apply to a person is only part of who they are and doesn't represent everything that they are. We are all people first with many different facets or parts of ourselves, and this includes folks who are attracted to minors. So to start with, let's talk about what a minor attracted person is or who they are. This term simply means that the person has an enduring sexual or romantic attraction to minors. They've not chosen this attraction, just as the rest of us have not chosen whatever our attraction is. You don't get to choose to be heterosexual or to be gay or whatever you are. And you don't get to choose to be a minor attracted person. Some minor attracted persons are attracted to a specific age range of minors, while some are not. And some minor attracted persons are exclusively attracted to minors and are not attracted to adults at all. Some minor attracted persons are also attracted to adults.
All right, so let's break this down, right? Let's break down what this professor is saying in the woke academic terms, okay? And why she's saying what she's saying, and my problem with where this is going and how these woke left academics are talking about this, okay? Because what they're essentially trying to do here, right? They're trying to basically, in a roundabout way, normalize being attracted to minors, okay? Saying that, well, you know, we don't need to vilify these people, right? We need to treat that as if that is just normal, okay? Because people can't help who they're attracted to, okay? We're going to get into that. But first, I want to basically start this video off by basically giving you guys what their definitions are of this stuff so you guys understand exactly why she's saying what she's saying. A minor attracted person is somebody that is attracted to somebody that we consider to be a minor. That is an umbrella term. It is an all-encompassing term, okay? However, we have more specific terms to actually identify who the person is attracted to by age, right? The term pedophile is used to define an individual who's attracted to a prepubescent child. So a child before they hit puberty. Hebephile is an individual attracted to a pubescent child, 11 through 14. And an ephibophile, right, I have no idea how to pronounce that, is an individual attracted to a post-pubescent child, 18, 15 to 19. All those things I think are wrong and they are weird, right? I think they're all wrong and they are weird, okay? Which is what a lot of these woke academics refuse to acknowledge. They're more focused on, well, let's not conflate map with pedophile because, well, they're specific terms. And I guys want you to understand it like this, if some of you guys are still confused. All pedophiles are minor attracted persons. All minor attracted persons are not pedophiles because they have different terms to define people that are attracted to certain groups of people based off their age, right? Underage kids, right? They have different terms to define what ages they're attracted to. I think her beef here is when people use the term pedo to describe everybody or anybody that's attracted to a minor, period, regardless of the minor's age, right? That is where I think a lot of the confusion is coming in. But this is why I think that, you know, some of this is kind of going off the rails. Because right now, they say that, well, we're just saying that these people need help, right? They need therapy. And in order for them to get therapy, we have to stop vilifying them. We have to stop marginalizing them so that they can come forth and seek treatment because what, you know, they experience is normal. When by definition, it's not normal, right? It is not normal to be attracted to a minor, okay? That's the problem. You're trying to normalize something that's not normal and shouldn't be normalized. I'm not saying they shouldn't get treatment because what I do agree with these people, right, the woke academics on this is that, well, if they're not acting on it, then, hey, you know, it's one of those things where it's just like, what can you do? They're not acting on it. And you wouldn't even know that they were attracted to minors if they don't act on it. And if they do act on it, then that makes them a sex offender. Right? That is just kind of a quick rundown on all the definitions, okay? That the woke academics use to differentiate people based off, you know, who they're attracted to and whether or not they actually act on their attraction, okay? You guys understand the academic stuff, a lot of it's just semantics, okay? It's just semantics. And we've been here before when it comes to sex versus gender. You know how the left tries to do. However, the problem is with this stuff is that when you try to normalize things, it's almost like you're trying to make it seem like it's okay. And then what happens is that they always take it to the next step. It always goes further. Okay, the slippery slope turns into a cliff and we fall off the cliff, right? That's what happens. That's what happens. Because remember, we went down this road with, you know, certain gender and sexual ideology. Where we say, hey, you know what? Let's stop marginalizing these people. Let's stop vilifying these people, right? Let's normalize it. And then it went from that, right? Because they need to be accepted in society. It went from that to, well, we need to be teaching kids about this stuff in school, right? That's exactly where it went. And that's the problem with this. They say, oh, well, we're just trying to make it so they can, you know, seek treatment. And I'm like, okay, I agree with you. They should seek treatment. But on the way to seek treatment, we should be telling them exactly what their issue is. It is sick and it is twisted. It should not be normalized. It is not right. Whether or not you believe that they were born that way or whether they chose to be that way, it should be met with the same type of resistance, right? This is wrong. This is not right. This is not normal. Okay? That's exactly what you should do. You can't sugarcoat this stuff because just one of these people who decides to act on their attraction, that is one child's life that has been changed forever. Okay? We can't have that happening. So again, my question is, how far is this going to go? Because every time you try to normalize something that shouldn't be normalized, it turns into us falling off a cliff. That's what it is. Is it going to get to the point now where society says, well, we've normalized this. Hey, well, maybe it's not too bad if they actually act on it. Maybe we should start lessening the penalties for people who act on this stuff. Sex offenders, right? To use the correct terminology here, right? The academic terminology. That's where it's going to go. That's where it's going to go. Because that's the way it always goes with these people. You give them an inch, they take them out. That's why you can't give them an inch. You can't give them an inch. Nah, we ain't normalizing nothing. I ain't going to say they shouldn't get treatment. But dress like a drug addict. I'm going to tell a drug addict or alcoholic, you an alcoholic. Right? I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Oh, well, this is a person that likes to ingest and take a lot of alcohol at one time. Don't call them alcoholics. Don't call them drug addicts. We don't want to hurt their feelings. It's like, nah, bruh. You got to be straightforward with these people. You got to tell them directly. Or else, again, you give people an inch. Maybe they start to think, okay, well, if society is not vilifying this anymore, if people see this as normal, maybe it's okay for me to act on it. And you can never, ever, ever give somebody the idea, even the smallest bit of confidence that society will be okay with them acting on that. That's why you have to continue to vilify. That's why you have to continue to marginalize. That's why you have to continue to vilify and to speak out and say this is wrong. Okay? There are things in our society that are not normalized for a reason. And these woke academics need to accept that. Like I said, you give people an inch, they take a whole mile, right? And that's, again, the issue with this whole topic right here is that they're going to take a whole mile like they always do. So, let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.